Hello, 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 and welcome back. So we have another brand new Earth Ancient Dragon that has been revealed to us, and this time it is the new ENROJA Dragon. And plus, it's also been revealed that Polveles, you know, the dragon from the screenshot the other day, he is in fact an ancient Earth and Wind Dragon. You know, his wings did sort of look like that. So we've got an ancient Earth and Wind Dragon. And the same thing's happening with this ENROJA Dragon. They've asked people to guess what the elements are of this dragon. And if enough people guess it correctly, they'll reveal another one tomorrow. So we're going to get a lot of information soon. But little ENROJA here. Of course, we don't really have any other details. And we don't have its actual elements confirmed right now. But, you know, I guess you could possibly see it being an ancient earth and metal dragon, an ancient earth and energy, ancient earth and I would say light, but they've confirmed that this dragon has a unique element typing. So in the comments they've said, here's a clue trainers, it can't be a combination that we've seen before, so it's not going to be water, it's not going to be fire, and it's not going to be light. Because if we do head into our game here, we can actually check what the previous ancient dragons have had for their elements. So here you go, we've got Pokra, Momotu, and Solden that already have those elements. So it's not going to be those, and it's obviously not going to be wind. So that's 4 elements that we know that it's not. So you can take a guess from there. But I guess the real question is going to be, when are we going to find out how these dragons are actually going to get released? I mean, do you love this wonderful screenshot I've got here? Because this is what it'd look like if ENROJA came out in the chess, you know, if we were completing a dragon via pieces. What do you think? Do you want ENROJA to be the chess dragon? Do you want him to be the final dragon board dragon? As in, you know, there's the actual pay-to-win chess, assuming it's the same as before, or there's the actual board dragon, or there is the collection dragon. So that's going to be the real question as to how each of these dragons are available. So I'm curious to see what the truth is about that. But you know, we'll get another one tomorrow, we'll see what's happening there. But either way, more ancients are on the way, and we will likely have that event at the start of June. I can't see us not having it at the beginning of June now. But aside from that, of course, it is Monday now, which does mean a new week of DML. And so we do have the new Dragon of the Week being Mr. Cockerel. To breed him, you need Smoke and Rainbow. So, you know, you can try and breed him if you want to. You know, Cockerel's a nice looking dragon. I've already got one, so I'm not going to bother. Along with that, we do have the Bottomless Dungeon that this time has a legendary in it in the form of Gemini Alpha. So you could get yourself a legendary this week, and plus we will be getting a Blitz breeding event for Gemini Beta, so get prepped for that as well. But in the shop we do also have a couple of things of interest. Premium Sigil chest for one. I'll definitely be taking this. Ooh, we got a chi. Okay, that was a waste of time. I'm also going to buy some pieces of Apocalypse because I actually still don't have this dragon somehow. And, you know, if we grind the dungeon a lot, we can easily make all of these pieces back. So, I'm not too stressed about that. We've got Clan Event, and aside from that, not really anything else going on. We do have Pincer Attack, but I have completed Pincer Attack, and we've got Mr. Coco Crab sitting in our hatchery, so he will be available for us to get soon enough. But aside from that, I don't think there's really too much else going on. There's Kitty in the card packs. Aside from that, it's just normal DML stuff, aside from the fact that Heroic is currently available to purchase should you want it. So that is currently the stuff going on in DML. But you know, in terms of the ancients, are you happy to hear that we do have the Polveles as a wind dragon? Because I know a few people have been waiting for a wind ancient, just, you know, to get the elements that they need on their team. So he's a potential dragon to go for if this new dragon, ENROJA, ends up being a metal dragon. Then I can definitely see some people getting some use out of it potentially in the dungeon. I mean, there's a few people out there that have made points to say that it's usually probably going to be better to have a aggressive ancient, because then you can get full value out of witchcraft on it. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it ends up working out at the end of the day. So, aside from that, you know, let's do some enchantment fights. I haven't really spoken about enchantment in a while, and I've been getting quite a few questions about it. It's like, I think I haven't gone through some of the basics in a while. So some people are, you know, asking some questions that, you know, I've been through many times before, but it seems like I haven't gone through them in a while. You know, in a day in the Enchantment League, I will try and do as many fights as I can remember to do. But since I've already got a bunch of level 100 fully starred dragons, it's not really a problem for me if I miss out on, you know, a timer. But if you are someone that's really trying to grind out the Enchantment League, it's actually recommended that you do 20 fights a day. Obviously, that's a lot of fights, but if you can get a big squad of dragons, you might be someone that only has 1 or 2 mains, in which case that's not really going to be realistic. But if you can, the goal is around about 20 a day, because then you get the special chest every 20 battles, roughly, which gives a lot of bonus materials. So that is the true goal for Enchantment League grinding, if a player can do it. If you are someone that is struggling with Enchantment League grinding, what you can do is, you'll see me do it quite a lot in these leagues. Well, it's mainly League 6 that I try and stay in, but sometimes I go down a little bit further because of the defenders that I have. Ideally, I'd be in League 6 all the time, but, you know, for players that don't have level 100s, you can D-rank intentionally, and my throat is dying again, but you can try to D-rank intentionally by going into a fight with really low level dragons that aren't your main team members and just intentionally losing the fight, and then you'll be able to D-rank like that. But the other main method that makes it super easy, and you don't really have to think about it, and here's our purple scrumptious chest, which gave us pretty much nothing. But we did get it, and now we're back to League 6 again. Wonderful. But it's so simple, but just set low-level defenders, because, you know, getting these higher-level cauldrons, it's not even worth it. It's legitimately not even really worth it. I haven't used potions in a very long time, so I collect them, but I never use them. But you can just set some really low-level defenders, and then you can sort of use that to base where your rough ranking is going to be every time you log back in. So if you're having big problems in the Enchantment League, you don't have to struggle. You can just D-rank and then get some more easy wins, because getting 20 wins rather than only 1 is going to be a hell of a lot worth it for you. But, you know, it's just such a basic thing. If your rank is too high, D-rank. You don't have to stay there. Because I've been getting a lot of questions about not just overall game progress, but mainly Enchantment League. You know, how do you get so many enchantment materials? You just have to grind it. There's no super crazy secret hints and tips and crazy stuff that you can do in the Enchantment League. You just gotta do a lot of fights. So, you do what you have to do to make it so that you can do as many fights as possible. Now, if you have to D-rank 2 leagues in order to get a lot of fights done, it might not be worth it. Because obviously the lower your league is, the less actual materials you're gonna get. But, you know, anyone that's on a new account or a relatively new player, you've just got to be grinding it all the time. All the time. If you're not grinding Enchantment League all the time when you're doing map battles, event stuff, you're just not going to get the materials. And, you know, it costs a lot to refill the keys. I don't ever recommend pressing that button. But you just got to log in. How many actual potions do I have now? Got 1,180 first hits, 925 wins. Look, I've got a lot of potions. Not super high tier potions, but that's a lot of potions. I'm never ever going to use those. Ever. I wish that in the Walmart there was a way for us to trade some of these potions in, because dear God, they are useless at my point. I know it seems hoity-toity of me with my level 100s to complain about that, but, you know, it's just another sort of useless resource the higher end level you go. But, actually, how many materials do I have at this point? We've got 165,000 trinkets, we've got 70 extraordinary divine, 227 extraordinary ancient, and 92 extraordinary legendary. This is the one that's going to be the one that I'm looking out for, because I do still need to get Sandshade, but of course we do still want Divine. And honestly, Divine is the one that I struggle to get the most in-game, because, you know, we can fuse some. Let's go and fuse some now. Just look at how much it costs in terms of trinkets just to get some extraordinary mats for Divines. It's unreal. It is a lot of trinkets. And of course, the other use for trinkets, and the reason that I don't really like using them all that much for upgrading if I can help it, is because trinkets are also used to upgrade our habitats, along with enchantment mats. So if we wanted to upgrade this light habitat to level 8, it's going to cost trinkets and it's going to cost materials. So you use it for a lot of things. A lot of things. And I'm running quite low on them because I did do a lot of upgrading recently. I might as well upgrade a couple of these. You know, any level 7 habitats, I do try and upgrade those just because, you know, we could get an extra dragon in there. But this is the reason why you don't really need to worry too much about getting habitat extenders later on, because you'll see that all of these habitats are like level 7 plus. And you can fit in tons of dragons into those habitats, so you shouldn't ever need to do that. And it's also the reason that you shouldn't ever throw epics into legendary plus habitats, because otherwise you will run out of space. And plus, the other benefit of having high tier habitats, of course, is the fact that they hold a lot of gold. Like this fire habitat holding all of these dragons, level 9, 70,000 gold capacity. You know, you can earn so much gold these days. You know, the ultimate ploy, I guess, would be to have a bunch of void habitats maxed out to the highest level possible and you just fill them with stardust. I guess that would be the ultimate gamer goal, but, you know, depends on if you really want to go down that route in game. I'm not interested in it. But, you know, like I said, soon I'm going to have to decide which dragon I want to get to level 100, or if I want to go for Sandshade. Will I upgrade Frost? Will I upgrade the new Earth Ancient if it comes out? A lot of potential options, but we'll see what the rest of the Ancients are going to be. But let me know, you like him? Do you like ENROJA? Do you like Polveles? Do you like the selection of elements on Polveles so far? Let me know, and hopefully we'll get some juicy event goss soon in terms of, you know, drop rates, what to expect, the schedule. Hopefully we'll get that soon.